Discover how resistance training boosts grip strength and enhances aging gracefully.
Grip strength is vital indicator of health during and after menopause, reflecting muscle functioning, bone health, cardiovascular.
Your grip says more than you think. A weak grip is linked to a 40% higher risk of early mortality, heart disease, cognitive.
In this video, guys, we're going to share with you why this information is important, how this information directly impacts you, and what you can specifically do about it. We'll cover a few details. We'll go into grunt and get the lifestyle factors that this directly correlates to you and your well-being as you age, as well as we'll give you an exercise snack so that you can be able to do any workout that you want at any time, maintain that grip strength, and continue to strive on into our latter years. Allow us to continue.
Cognitive decline, frailty. It's not just about holding weight, it's about holding on to life. Farmers carries, dead hangs, lift like your life depends on it, because it does.
All right, guys, we're going to jump right into it. Again, grip strength is extremely important. Many of you guys probably don't understand and don't really care to know much about it, but you should care because this is extremely important. What we'll do right now, we'll bring up some information directly related to it on this tab right here, and we'll get right into it and allow you to actually see what's going on and why this is extremely important. We'll break that down, then we'll give you the exercise snack and get you on your way. It's short, brief, directly to the point, gives you the information that you need, that you desire, that you want, and that can benefit you in the long run. Allow us to bring this up on the screen full throttle. I'm going to minimize myself and allow this to take hold. See if I can get it a little bit bigger. Let's see how it looks right here before we dive into it. Okay, you should be able to see it, all right? So actually, we're going to dive into it and get it going, all right? So basically, we're dealing with the actual information surrounding grip strength and your health. We'll go right down into the quality of life part of it, all right? Let's dive in that real quick. You heard her mention things about it briefly, but let's dive right into it real quick. We'll break down a few more things, and then we'll get on up out of here. Also, I see it says depression is part of the equation. So let's jump right in here. We're going with the quality of life. Follow along with me. It says impact. Higher grip strength is associated with better health-related quality of life, HRQOL, in postmenopausal women. A 2021 study of over 6,000 Korean postmenopausal women found that stronger grip strength correlated with lower prevalence of moderate to severe problems in mobility, self-care, and usual activities. It goes on down here to say that pain, discomfort, anxiety, depression, especially in older women or those with other chronic diseases. So again, grip strength is not just a physical thing. It correlates to the physiology as well as the mental and emotional state of our body. We are a connected unit, and this is one thing that we must understand. We are not isolated. Mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, all these things are connected. So when we have dysfunction in one area that may seem unrelated, we definitely are suffering in other areas because this body is a unit. It is connected mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. So we'll just touch on that for today. Again, if you want more of this information right here, you could just email me. My email is in the description, and I'll give you more information on that. We'll do one more thing before we get into the exercise snack, all right? We'll do bone health because, again, especially with women, as you age, you are likely to experience osteoporosis, etc. due to the body weakening and due to the hormones that are usually there to strengthen the body no longer at the levels that they once were. So let's deal with the bone health. It says connection and grip strength is strongly correlated with bone mineral density, BMD, even in non-adjacent sites like the hip and spine. See what I was just talking about? We are connected. So it doesn't necessarily mean it have to be right at the grip, but it's connected throughout the whole body. It says low grip strength is a risk factor for osteoporosis and fragility fractures in postmenopausal women. A study found that Saudi postmenopausal women with lower grip strength had significantly higher odds of osteoporosis related fractures compared to BMD measures. It says mechanisms. Muscle strength supports bone health through the mechanical loading. Weaker grip strength indicates reduced overall muscle function, which may exacerbate bone loss during menopause when estrogen, a key regulator of bone density, declines. Then it goes on to talk about cardiovascular health. You get the picture. It is important. You need to learn about it, and we're going to give you tools in order to offset the weak grip strength if you are experiencing that within yourself. Let's jump into the exercise snack. We'll come back and we'll finish out with this, only a brief thing when it comes to things that you can do in order to mitigate the loss of your grip strength. All right, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to bring my client onto the stage. And this workout right here, guys, it's just, again, an exercise snack. If you can, do it. If you can't, that's all good. Eventually, you want to work your way up to being able to do it. And if you cannot do the burpees, you could definitely do squat jumps in place of the burpees because you'll see what we have. We have 3 movements. We have a deadlift, a squat press, and a burpee, 5-5-5. You'll work that up to 9. This is your exercise snack right here. So let's bring her on board. And again, that first move is that deadlift. She should be on stage. Let me make sure she's on stage. There we go. Good. So she's doing that deadlift right there. You want to do 5 deadlifts. I want you to check out her technique. She hinges at the hip. She keeps her chest up even though she's leaning forward. This is the deadlift. It's great for the hamstrings and the glutes and the lower back. This right here is the squat and press. Again, quads, overhead press, good for the glutes, the quads, the shoulders, etc. And this right here is that burpee. If you can't do that burpee, then you'll do what is called a squat jump, meaning you're jumping without weights. You want to make sure that you land nice and soft when you do so. All right. So again, I'm going to play this one more time for you so that you can get a clear view of what it is that you're doing. And then we're going to tap back out for one more thing that I want to show you with the grip strength. Again, this is the deadlift right here. I want you to really focus in on her technique. This is essential. Technique matters. Don't do it just to do it to get through it, or you end up injuring yourself. And you want to use weight that challenges you, all right? You want to first start out with lightweight so that you can make sure that you got the technique, but then you want to, once you master the technique, you want to go up to that heavier weight right away, all right? So we're going to pause her right here, and we're going to bring the grip strength document back up top. We're going to come down to the conclusion, all right? So the conclusion says, let me make sure I share this tab. All right, it should be up on the screen. Let me check and make sure. Yes, it's up on the screen. Now let's check it out. It says conclusion. While an exact percentage of women losing grip strength by the age of 50 is not universally specified, research suggests that around 31% of postmenopausal women aged 50 to 84 experience low grip strength, with declines accelerating after age 65. Grip strength is vital indicator of health during and after menopause, reflecting muscle functioning, bone health, cardiovascular risk, cognitive function, mental health, and quality of life. The decline in estrogen during menopause exacerbates muscle and strength loss, but interventions like physical activity, and in some cases, they're talking about the HRT. Now, I'm not a big fan of HRT, but you'll have to research that on your own and then determine if it is for you. Even the bioidentical HRT still has been linked to, I think, higher instances and correlation to cancer, etc. Again, do a little bit more research on it to make sure that what I'm saying is accurate. But it says HRT can mitigate these effects. Regular grip strength testing using a dynamometer, and targeted exercises, hand grippers, resistance training can help women maintain strength and improve health outcomes as they age. So again, this is one of the big things that you want to come to understand, that utilizing resistance training strategically and strengthening the whole body is essential, and strengthening the grip strength in particular is essential. And that happens indirectly by just holding the weight. And if you're using heavier weight, the grip strength has to be tighter. So you're actually doing it like that. But you have specific workouts that you could do for grip strength to add on to the resistance training that you already are doing. One thing that you must understand is this: you and I are going to age. We can age in either two ways. We can age gracefully, or we can age in a state of chronic disease and a slow, miserable walk to that casket. You don't want that slow, miserable walk, so we must engage in things that will prevent that slow, miserable walk and allow us to age into our latter years gracefully. If you like the video, please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notification. We'll be dropping videos like this every day with more information on health and wellness in general, nutrition, fat loss, insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, you name it, we're on it. Again, stay with me. Have a beautiful day. Sending you peace and always love. Peace.